Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Unholy. Not an episode, but welcome back to another video by the Unholy Trinity. Today we are reviewing episode 4 of WandaVision. So, pretty big things happened. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true.
Any well, first off, we'll start off with what are we starting off with? Impressions. Yeah.
I think this is the episode that we all needed to get us into the show, understand what's going on. I think it provided a lot of good context for the first 3 episodes, as well as context relating to the rest of the MCU, specifically like Endgame, Captain Marvel, Far From Home sort of stuff. And though I do think that the Disney Plus model of weekly releases kind of hurt this episode, because I think there's too large of a gap between the release of this one and the next one, because this doesn't ultimately further the plot, but more provides context. So I feel like this could have used just immediately go on to the next episode. I'll talk about that more later.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yes.
I agree. It did provide much needed context of the whole situation that has been hinted throughout 3 episodes. Anything else?
Yes. Not really. We just echo what Jack said, eh?
Yeah, it's mostly that. It's pretty much what the audience needed. So, similar thoughts all around.
Okie dokie. Then acting as usual. We got a few new characters. Newly introduced characters. That lady, I forgot her name. The lady that has
Monica Ram.
Thor's friend, yes.
Oh no, Darcy. Darcy is played by Kat Dennings.
Yeah. And we got a bit more of a Agent Wu.
Mm-hmm. Agent Wu finally shows himself in person.
Yeah, played by Randall Park.
A reference to the Woo Awards.
Of course.
What do you think of their performance?
So we've known their performances for a while in the MCU. Honestly, not that much different. Very good from both all of them, I'd say.
It was good to. A lot of it, I guess, comes down to the writing, but it's good to see the events of the episode through their eyes, because this is a pretty dark episode, I'd say, but they provide the comedy and stuff. They keep it like MCU,
Speaking of writing, what do you think of the whole context thing?
Yeah, we'll talk more in spoilers definitely, but
Spoilers.
I think it's that was good. There was a lot of context, and I guess I'll say for me personally, with the whole way we've been reviewing these and we watch them weekly, it's kind of if you take those starting episodes by themselves, they're not great, but then if you watch this episode, I feel like I appreciate those episodes more. You know what I mean? And actually, I think I'll raise my rating for the first 2 episodes to an 8 now.
What was it before? 7.
I think it was
7, 8.
6.9.
Magic number. Something's in the notes. Furthering the story. Who wrote that?
I read that. I said, it didn't really further the story that much. It just provided context.
Yeah.
It's fine. That would make sense and stuff. But I feel just because of the way it's a weekly release, I kind of expect I need more plot to keep progressing through each week. Otherwise, it's kind of nothing's really happening. Even
Yeah.
like this is definitely a much needed scene if it was in like sequence. If it was like in a movie or an bingeable show, you know what I mean? That would
Yeah.
like fit because then something would actually happen. This doesn't ultimately move the plot forward, which is it's not even that huge of huge of a detriment to the episode. Yeah.
Is the thing about the pacing being a bit too fast? Wants to elaborate on that? Jack
Kelvin?
Kelvin.
Yeah, I definitely felt like the pacing was too fast because shit just escalated from 1 to 100 in the span of 3 episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
And it just felt too fast, you know? Like the stuff from like the previous 2 episodes hasn't fully like settled in, I guess is the word.
yeah, I guess it's
You're
because
just there, you're thinking, oh, how is it going to go next? Any more small bits? Is it going to be a bit more? But it just sudden 1 to 100.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. It is a bit too fast.
It's a bit of a shock.
I think it's this is a lot of this is mainly Disney Plus's fault, not really the show's fault, because they have to keep their episodes to 20 minutes. If they'd let it be a bit longer, we could have had a bit more time, a bit more to process stuff instead of like, and yeah, especially since this like thing, everything escalating went through a 3 episode storyline. This is basically everything happening, but in 1 episode.
it's a recap of
It
the
does
previous
feel a
3
bit,
episodes.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
But
yeah, the
one.
episode was basically just a recap.
But with context.
Yeah, but it like a recap, but from the outside.
True that. Alright.
Yeah.
Anything else worth mentioning?
Nah.
Okie dokie, let's move on to the cinematography, eh? We got modern and Marvel filming this time because they're outside of the bubble.
Yeah.
Very standard.
Yeah, man.
which is it's not a bad thing. It's
Yeah.
It's
good.
like we're back to
Does
where
its job.
we started. Well, I guess not really.
Yeah.
We're back to what we're used to, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Visuals and editing. Like the previous episodes when they move like in between the bubble and the outside world, they change aspect ratios to fit in the era of the sitcom inside. Some CGI stuff happened also in this episode.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I don't think that was too much. There was. I'm trying to think what there was. There was like some stuff with.
The bubble.
Actually, I won't say any of the spoilers, but they did some really good CGI out points when they needed CGI. ASMR
Yeah.
the show. Was expected. Also, little known, did you know that this TV show costs us, I think, a tiny bit, about the same or a bit more than like your average Marvel movie?
Huh.
So this is like an actual.
Oh well, to be
basically a
fair,
Movie
well to be
budget.
fair, generally like a series of episodes does cost more than a single movie.
No, it doesn't. Not this is because it's Disney, because they actually have the budget. Normally, it wouldn't. Like if this was like
Normally
CW
they
or something.
wouldn't throw as much money into a TV show.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most expensive TV shows I've seen, except like Game of Thrones, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's just me being used to watching anime because generally and then like a 1 core or 2 core series has more put into it than like an hour and a half movie maybe.
Wise? Or just work wise?
Normally for stuff like maybe budget and marketing as well. But at the same time, it also does depend on which series it is.
It's a popular one, yeah.
It's like $200 and something million to make,
Damn.
which is a lot of big boy.
Those
But I
people build themselves.
expect it's going to show a lot more towards the final act of the series.
Oh,
where,
yeah,
like, it
definitely.
starts to go down. Yeah.
We saw a lot of things in the trailers which hasn't been shown yet. So
We can talk about
looking forward to that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Music. Anything new in the music department?
Not really, I'll be honest.
Yeah, same.
Not that I remember.
All
They always
right.
put in like
Nothing special.
They always put in one like licensed song at the end in the credits. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
There might have
The
been
song. Yep, the song was something like Voodoo Child
Yeah,
by
Jimi
someone.
Hendrix, man.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix
That's
Voodoo
right.
Child. So Witchcraft. Wow.
It's
Actually,
right.
I think. Actually, I won't. I'll right when we jump to spoilers. I'll bring up a point about the music in a sec.
Well, we're going into spoilers then.
Let's go into spoilers then. Spoiler zone.
What was that?
Timestamp on the screen.
All right, we'll try and get this done in 6 minutes. Yeah.
It's fine.
What do you mean
All right.
6 minutes?
Kelvin has to go at 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, if it's not that big of a deal, if you have to go during the review, though.
I can try delay for a few minutes. Just go.
All
All right. Anyway, I'll quickly say to my music thing. Voodoo Child. Maybe it's a reference to Vision.
Because he's a voodoo doll.
Ah.
Yeah, like he's like.
Oh, maybe.
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
Yep, we saw that he's dead. Like theories as to what happened to him, probably like reanimated or something like that.
I wouldn't say.
Probably just a
The fact that
manifestation
it's like
of
said
what
this,
he's
maybe,
dead.
I wouldn't say that it's a well, at least it wouldn't be a reanimation from Wanda. I think maybe Mephisto or something, but
Maybe because we definitely
Wanda would be reanimating.
maybe yeah because we definitely saw his dead body.
Yeah.
Whether that was like Wanda's illusion of him being alive wearing off, or her hallucinating that he's dead.
I think actually, yeah, that's a good point. It might have just been like trauma, just like she just sees him and sees it was just a bit of trauma.
They were just talking about Ultron, right?
Yeah.
I think my leading theory about I think my leading theory about Vision right now, and this is I haven't heard this anyway, so this is the first proper theory that I made. Wanda was imbued with the powers of the Mind Stone. Vision was made with the Mind Stone, and like if Wanda theoretically reanimated his dead body, the visuals she could have just done in her head basically, but for his sentience, which is the real thing that makes Vision. Like you wouldn't have Vision without his sentience. The Mind Stone, that power she has in her, could be imbued into him. So he still technically has a sentience, but in the form of Wanda's chaos magic and Mind Stone powers.
Oh, yeah, true.
Good
That could
theory,
be.
man.
Good theory.
Does that sound plausible?
You guys want to continue what you said?
Oh, adding on to like Wanda's whole thing, she has like they said something about how she has the same like cosmic radiation or something from the Big Bang. That's kind of interesting. So it's not like the whole Westview is an illusion. It's like it is a reality. It's like a different reality. That's what this kind of confirms, I guess. It's a new one.
It could also confirm that because we knew the Big Bang created the Infinity Stones, so it could just be the Infinity Stones at work that causes this background radiation. Also, the all of the like the 4 like snaps that happened throughout the universe's history, that would have released a bunch of radiation as well. So could be one of 2 of those explanations.
Yeah, actually, that could probably go into your theory as well if it's an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Some more spoiler stuff. I don't know if this is really spoiler, but I put this in here. Jimmy Woo's character, he was kind of like what we are. He's like the theorist. He's like the audience, and it was really. I really liked how there was like that board, and he was like writing all the theories, like what does the hexagons mean? Is
Yeah.
vision alive? That's literally stuff that we've been like talking about in our reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And New
that's really
Rockstars
cool.
was like, they watched our videos ahead of time. Like
Yeah,
three of the questions were
yeah.
literally the titles of their videos.
Yeah.
So a bunch of the audience would have been like, "Hey, I thought that as well."
So that's clever.
Yeah.
It is actually nice that they have Jimmy be like the voice, like the unofficial voice of the audience, as it were.
Jimmy.
Give me.
Another thing, as well as providing context for this show, it also provided context for Endgame, because we actually see the effects of it's not the snap, right? It's the reverse snap, where you call it the blip or something.
Yep, they called it the blip.
Yeah, and yeah, that was really interesting. You see the effects that has on people, well, Monica specifically, and things. It's not like things just went back to normal, you know. Like her position in sword and stuff, that's changed. Swords changed. Like they're like making weapons and shit now.
Yeah, 5-year time gap.
Yeah. I hope they do more stuff like this in future MCU stuff, because the snap, like all the Thanos stuff, that seems like that's a really big MCU thing. So like that effect should kind of carry on for a few more MCU properties. Yeah.
Very cool.
Next thing. Yeah. So with Vision coming back, I was thinking that was actually kind of scary, and it was reminding me of like Doctor Strange, right? That's going to be a horror thing. I guess this is our first like teaser that like Marvel can do some horror-ish thing. Yeah, because I was like that Vision thing was kind of disturbing.
It was a jump scare, mate.
Yeah. And I'll just put this in here, this theory. What do we think about Doctor Strange possibly cameoing in the show?
That'd be cool.
People would be speculating, you know. In an interview, Paul Bettany said that he's getting to work with an actor he's never worked with before, and he's really excited about it. And he's never been in a scene with Benedict Cumberbatch in the MCU, so it's
Also, we kind of already know. I think we know Elizabeth Olsen's going to be cast in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
she like shared set pictures.
So yeah, that's basically confirmed. But whether Doctor Strange makes a cameo though,
this is like actually meant to be like a prequel to Multiverse of Madness. This is meant to like, this is from what I remember the original release for the Phase 4. This was meant to go right into Doctor Strange, but there was a lot of production issues with Doctor Strange that's been delayed.
okay.
So yeah.
Yes.
Why sitcoms?
Oh, they don't know either.
Yeah.
I think one
We are
that
just as confused as Jimmy Woo.
Yeah. Oh, another thing they confirmed was, I guess we were theorizing about this in our last review, was that civilians are actually being taken hostages. That was basically confirmed in this.
Yeah, so they're not like AI, sort of.
They're just people.
They're actual people.
Real people, yeah.
And
But
people
why, like,
from around the area like lose their memory or something.
perhaps that would basically be the only reason why they now go by different names, you know?
Oh yeah.
Perhaps
you guys
they
like,
are.
you know those cops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost their memory. Like they forgot that Westview was the place. Were they from Westview?
They said they were from Eastview, but I think we can assume that they were from Westview.
Yeah, so
Likely. And they were probably just out of Westview at the time when the pocket reality happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
I think we've got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
To final verdict.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry, I'm reading the notes we wrote.
Who did
All right,
that?
Theo, you're gonna have to show. You have to like take a screenshot.
Okay.
Or one of whoever's editing can take a screenshot to show the audience why Jack has just laughed so hard.
It's real highbrow comedy over here on the Unholy Trinity.
Hell
Indeed.
yeah, brother.
Truly mature.
Because I went to Discord and I got fucking Jimmy Neutron. What the fuck is going on?
You could not handle the neutron style, Jack.
Sorry.
Absolutely. All right, final verdicts in it. All right, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone who skipped the video. All right.
Oof.
Okay, I guess we'll start with yours truly. I think this episode was a good one. Really explained stuff, some more insight into what's happening. We get introduced to new character. Oh, that's spoilers.
No, this is all.
Never
Yeah.
mind that.
You didn't restart it.
Okay, I'll restart. All right. So, this is a good episode. Jimmy, Thor's friend, Bubble. 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Right.
I also agree with what you said. That did happen in the episode. Lots of good context, lots of stuff. Yeah, good. We did. This is the episode we needed. So, didn't really further the story and was a bit too fast paced. Both of these points are kind of due to the way that this is a 20-minute TV show weekly thing from Disney Plus, which doesn't really work. But yeah. So I'm thinking a strong 8 to a light 9 on this one.
Cool.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, probably a strong 8 on this one. It was definitely a relief from all the sitcom-y stuff from the previous episodes and brought clarity onto what happened and what probably will happen in future episodes.
Yeah.
Hi, Chenzi.
What's your score?
I said at the start, strong 8.
Strong 8? I missed that, sorry. Let's see. 8.5, 8. If I go, I'll just go 8.5 as well. So we got, I'm giving it 8.5 and a combined average of 8.25.
Yeah.
Easy clap, easy,
Very
easy.
nice.
Good score.
Okie dokie, everyone. That'll be it for today's episode. Tell us what you think of episode 4. Give us a like if you like. Give us a like if you dislike. Subscribe for more reviews and keep a lookout for next week's review. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Also, real quick, give a dislike if you're a monkey. Public experiment.
Yes.
I guess I'll reverse then.
This is gonna be our highest dislike video. All right, bye-bye.